We have breaking news out of Brentford this evening ahead of the transfer deadline as the club announced the signing of fullback Conor McAtee for an initial £22 million from Bristol City. Now, for more on this, we can cross live to local reporter Reginald Haymaker. And Reginald, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thanks, mate. McAtee is considered to be a wonder kid who can play left and right back, although the fee could rise as high as $41.5 million with the add-ons. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 6, Episode 2 at Brentford as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps, and today we are playing Tottenham and our first ever game in the Champions League. We'll find out who that's against in just a second as we have a look at the draw. But the big news since last episode is we have made a signing, Conor McAtee, $22.5 million, was it? $22 million from Bristol City, $22 million, potentially rising to $41.5 million if we win the Champions League, win the Premier League, all that kind of stuff. We did, I think, need a third choice right back. Now, he's $22 million is a lot of money to pay for a third choice. But he is considered to be a wonder kid. He's very, very quick. He is, good defensively, except for heading, but we can work on that. And he can cover the left as well, which I think is important. And he can, at a stretch, go up and play as a winger for us. So he can cover a few different positions. He thinks he can be a centre-back, not with a heading and jumping reach, of 7 you can't. But anyway, so I think he could be a useful player. So we've signed him. As I said, he's come from Bristol City in the Championship. He was playing there. He was playing relatively well, especially, last season, did quite well. So let me know what you guys think. I think he could be a very, very useful signing for us indeed. Now, it wasn't all good news, unfortunately, since last episode, because we have lost, we can see here, Erking to injury. It's pulled knee ligaments. And it happened away on international duty, so that's always frustrating, isn't it? But, so he's gone for about another week or so, yet it means he's definitely out of the Spurs game. He's probably going to miss, he will miss the Champions League as well, unless there's some sort of dramatic recovery. So that's a bit of a loss. But let's not waste any more time. I am so excited for this Champions League draw. Let's go see how it plays out. So here we go, Champions League group stage draw time. I'm excited to see who we're going to get here. We have been seeded first. Now that is obviously because it's because we won the Europa League. So that is going to help us out massively because we have no business being a top seed otherwise. So other top seeds are Manchester United, defending champions, of course, of the Champions League, having played them in the Super Cup. It is Barcelona, Paris, Liverpool, Inter, Ajax, and Schalke. It's a shame we can't get Ajax, really. So let's automatic draw out this and then see where that leaves us. Ajax go into Group A. We don't get Paris, we don't get Barcelona. So that's two big guns that we've missed. Now, obviously, there's some other big guns that sort of jump out. We're going to be in Group E, which is exciting. Obviously, Real Madrid is still going to be there. Bayern Munich is still going to be there. And let's stop it there and have a look at who are the second seeds. Manchester City, who we can't get. Roma, Dortmund, AC Milan, Real Madrid, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, and Lyon. I think you'd probably, of those, take Lyon or maybe AC Milan, though AC Milan may have got their act together by now. Any of the Italian teams, apart from Juventus, you'd probably say is acceptable. Lyon get Ajax, that already looks a bit of a friendly group. PSG, City, well, I hate to be in that group. Milan's gone, Roma's gone. Who do we get? Juventus, the one Italian team I said I really probably didn't want. Liverpool, Real Madrid as well. There's some cracking groups already, isn't there? And Inter get Borussia Dortmund. Let's give that a pause. All right, other teams, or the teams of the third pot. Fenerbahce, Sevilla, Celtic, Red Bull Salzburg, Porto, Marseille, Olympiacos, and Leverkusen. I think we'd like to avoid Leverkusen. We'd like to avoid Sevilla. And if I'm being really selfish and greedy, maybe Porto and Marseille as well. So let's see if we can get maybe Olympiacos. I would have taken Fenerbahce as well. Red Bull Salzburg has gone. So unless it's Olympiacos, it's going to be tough. It's Celtic. Well, that's shaping up. It depends how good of a Celtic team we're talking about here, but it's not looking particularly easy so far. The fourth pot teams: PSV Eindhoven, Club Brugge, Young Boys, Spartak Moscow, Schalke, Rangers, who we won't be able to get, Anderlecht, and Hertha Berlin. Well, Hertha Berlin makes it look a very tough group. Then if the German team goes in there, Shakhtar would make it look a tough group as well. Maybe one of the Belgian teams. Maybe Spartak Moscow. Young Boys we'd probably say is acceptable. Anderlecht is gone. Rangers is gone. That is a hell of a group. Club Brugge is gone. Young Boys. So we're going to get Hertha Berlin. We have A tough group there. That is not the easiest. So let me know how you think we'll get on in that group. We should be good enough to get top 2 in that group, you would think. Looking at it, maybe us and Juventus would be battling away for top of the group. You'd probably fancy, but anyway, we'll wait and see. We will be starting that campaign away to Celtic today, but before that, and before we get to Tottenham, we've got to have a look at what's happened since last episode, starting with our Premier League game at home to Leeds United. We took the lead when Jack Scott picked out Fetayar and went 2-0 up when Erkinger crossed for Ndedi. Leeds pulled one back before half-time, but we got the points. So we got the season underway, finally. We played some really good stuff in this one, particularly in the first half. We just lacked finishing. You can see there, like lots and lots of shots, only 2 goals. To be honest, they had a couple of chances, but I mean, it would have been an absolute crime had we not won the game. But Up and Ndedi with the goals. I was really happy with this performance, to be honest. I was really happy with it. Next up, in the Premier League, we faced West Ham. The only goal came early when Michelotti picked out Ndedi. So we were the better team in this one, but we weren't particularly good either. Again, finishing was a little bit of a problem for us. Ndedi with the early goal, and that was enough to see us through. The important thing is that we got the win, but I wouldn't say it was a particularly good one. Final game to catch you up on. We had another game against Manchester United. We went off to Old Trafford. Let's see how we got on. So not much to see here, and to be honest, fantastic. I gave the formation we played against them in the Super Cup another go. We were quite good defensively, considering I also forgot to put Pickford back in. He had a little knock for the West Ham game. I forgot to put him back in, so Kelleher was the goalkeeper. He did quite well, which was lucky. We deserved a point. I mean, despite what the match stats say, they didn't really get too many highlights. It wasn't one that needed to be shown on YouTube, that's for sure. And Fetayab had a chance late on to win it as well. So I was quite happy. We gave McAtee a debut late on 90th minute in this one as well. But yeah, I was quite happy to get a point out of Old Trafford, and that's what I want that formation to do, is just keep us in games with the big teams. We have a quick look here at what that all means for the league table. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're 3 points off top. We've already played Manchester United away, so it's not too bad. We've just about, I'd say, made up for the poor start last episode. And there's the Champions League group yet again, and we'll get that underway against Celtic later this episode. But first up, we are playing Tottenham. So let's go have a quick look at what we're up against here. We are the favourites for this one, even though they are in the better form, and we know that historically we have a terrible record against Spurs, and I don't really understand why that is. If we have a quick look down, Spurs are currently sitting in 15th, 1 win, 1 draw, and 2 defeats from their opening games, but it's so early in the season that doesn't really mean too much. They are a Hansi Flick coach team, of course, last seen lifting the Champions League with Bayern Munich in real life. So, first time I've come across him in Football Manager, though, I think, as far as I can remember anyway. So he's new to the job this season. You can see only been there 72 days. Adventurous passing playing style. If we have a quick look here, we're expecting the old 4-3-3. And we know that they have some good players too. I don't know if Kane's a left winger, but they got Kane, Parrott, Foden in there, Lewis Cook, Kene, a few Leeds boys there as well. If we see the heat map, we can see their back four is quite widely spread. So we're going to try and play inside forwards and exploit that space between the centre-backs and the full-backs if we can. So let's hope that plan works out for us okay. There's their passing network and their key passes. They got a 1-1 draw against Arsenal, so they can't be too bad defensively. Maybe Arsenal didn't quite spot the inside forward things like we did. This is the team we're sending out, though. It is Pickford in goal. It is Michelotti, McKenna, Soleil, and Scott as the back four. It's Madio as a deep-lying midfielder, not a playmaker. You're welcome, Citizen Nev. It's Mabry and Rambleson in midfield. Dan and Nassari go as inside forwards. We're going to give Nassari a go. Everything about him says he should be able to be a fantastic inside forward, except the fact he's left-footed. But that's we'll deal with that as it comes. And Fetayap is going to go up top for us in this one. It's a big game against Spurs. We cannot afford to drop points here after this Forest debacle. So everybody is lining up as expected. It is always good to know. Kane is a left winger. That's interesting. Bowen says, go out there, do it for the fans. I'm not listening to you anymore, Bowen. Let's go out there and impress me. Some calm, we have faith. And, well, let's hope we get this episode underway in the good possible way. or the best possible way even. Yeah, I mean, Nasari as an inside forward, it was him or Hudson-Odoi, and I'm determined to make Nasari work. I paid so much money for him. It was like 20 million or something. Like, I ridiculously overpaid for him, so I'm really, really want him to work out. It's a pride thing at this point. Ball forward looking for Dan. Headed away. Kane has it. It's blocked. Can we get to that? We can. Nasari, whack it in, mate. Blow on Nasari. So unlucky. Good save drawn from the keeper, but that was a promising start for us. Here we go with Dan to knock the corner in. It's decent. Right in there. Oh, it's Fate up with the header and straight at the goalkeeper again. But promising signs there early on, even if we're not having any possession. Let's give it another get creative. And we're coming back into it more now with possession. As I say that, they have a couple of shots themselves. It's not been a classic game. We're not particularly playing well this season, are we? We have been working on chance conversion in training a fair bit, just to try and take the chances we are creating. But I almost feel like in doing that, we're just not quite clicking. Rambleton's not had a fantastic start to the year either. Not happy with that, boys. Come on. Let's pick it up second half here, please. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what it is that is that's sort of wrong with us, I guess. Sometimes it does take a little bit of time in a new season to sort of get yourselves firing. You can see Rambleton there again, only playing a 6-4. Let's try him as a box-to-box. That was his initial role that we had him in. Nasari's not having a particularly good game out there either. We do have Hudson-Odoi on the bench. Here we go with a highlight. Michelotti throws it into Mabry. Back to Michelotti. To Mabry. Back to Michelotti. Look for Mabry, mate. He goes down the wing, does he? Oh, it's a sneaky little back heel. Nasari has it now. Back to Mabry. Try the right-hand side, guys. This looks like it's pretty clogged up. Madio to Michelotti. It's there for Rambleton. Back to Madio. We're going to get caught in possession here. I mean, we're doing a good job pinging it around. Ball forward. Mabry picks it up. Michelotti's in space. All right, here we go. Can we get that cross in? He goes to Mabry. Mabry lines it up. It's there for Arp. It's back to Rambleton off the post. Oh, so unlucky. It was wonderful football. And it's not done yet. Mabry to Nasari. Omar Nasari. No, it's blocked away for a corner. That has been some very good, nice football there, though. Wonderful stuff from Brentford. Dan with the corner. Can we just smack in a scrappy corner goal? We'll take it. Madio picks it up. Back for Dan. Dan has it. Oh. Come on, boys. All right, we might need to make changes here. All right, I'm wondering... just let me pause it so I can think what I'm doing here. If we go back to wingers, we'll give that a whirl. We'll try Nasari as a winger for 5 minutes, see if he starts to improve at all. Not really, so let's get him off. Let's get Hudson-Odoi on for him. Rambleton in midfield. Come on, mate. All right, so let's get Farai on for Rambleton and move Mabry over to the Mazzella. And let's see if we can get something with the change in formation. Michelotti's looking tired. Demand more. Come on, boys. Come on, not another 0-0. I feel like we were the better team there, but we probably didn't create enough, did we? We had some decent chances, but another 0-0 at home. Attacking football is not our friend so far this season, is it? I'll say unlucky there. I think we deserve that. So Brentford hold Spurs to draw. I think it was more the other way around, to be honest. But there we go. Dean Smith, the great man, honours us with his presence. He's looking at Scott McKenna. Can't have him, mate. Can't have him. Guys, that was disappointing. But wait right there. We're off to Celtic next. Celtic Park for our Champions League debut. I'll tell you what. We'll just take a goal, won't we? Okay, welcome back. It is time to make our Champions League debut at Celtic Park. We are the favourites for this one. Celtic are, I suppose, the weakest team in the group. So it's one of these that you'd like to think we could win. Unfortunately, Erkinger hasn't made it. We've also lost Vazquez to injury, our sort of new left back. So that's a shame as well, but we can just about get by, I think. So have a quick look at what we're up against here. It is Peter Grant, coach tied. I've got to say, I don't think I've ever heard of him before, but he's at Alloa Athletic, it looks like, in real life. So there we go. That's who's in charge of Celtic. A balanced, direct style of play. We can see here we're expecting, well, I mean, this is how they played against Rangers last time out. They might show us a little bit more respect. If they know what's good for them, they will anyway. We can see here a little bit narrow, perhaps. Certainly attack and defense as well. Passing network is there, and their key passes as well. And this is a team that we're sending out. It's all rotation. It's Pickford in goal. It's Panzo coming in to play left back with Pavlovic, Suisi, and Bogle as the back four. Garner, Farai, and Hurdle comes into play in midfield. We had a few issues registering the squad. Palaversa missed out, as did the Wizard. The new guy came in, I think, after it. Bangura didn't make it, one of the backup players that we got in on loan, and Mayhew as well didn't make it, but that's not a problem. We just don't have enough squad-trained players, so we're actually a little bit short. So Hurdle's going to get the go as the Mazzella in this one, and hopefully he'll do a good job for us. It's Ndedi down the right, it's Hudson-Odoi down the left. Vasti comes in to lead the line for us. This is big. This is really, really historic even. So they have come out a little bit more attacking than I was perhaps expecting them to. So we'll see how we go here. I mean, this is going to be a really good test of our squad as well. Give him a boost. Come on, lads, show me what you can do. Go out there, have some fun tonight, boys. Have some fun. Celtic's a fun place to play football, isn't it? So let's get out there and see if we can shut these fans up. Now, while we're waiting for the game to get underway, I meant to do this at the top of the Spurs game, but a big thank you to our new Patreon supporter, Urosh from Room for Gaming. Thank you so much, mate. It is, as I said to it all the time, it is so greatly appreciated. It really does sort of help me be able to keep doing this as much as I am, which is fantastic. There is a link to the Patreon if anybody else is able to or interested in helping support the channel in that way, then fantastic. But as I always say, it's not expected. Just keep watching those ads for me, and watching. And that is more than enough, and that's just over the bar. Bit of a ropey start, though. Come on, boys, come on. We are doing some attacking training, though it wouldn't have made too much difference ahead of this one, I wouldn't have thought. You may have noticed, I forgot to mention as well, we did get our third round draw for the League Cup. We're playing Sunderland. I forget if it's home or away, but Sunderland are League One. So that should be a very, very winnable tie. Here we go with Ndedi getting forward. He has a shot himself. Ndedi, we've talked about this. Don't shoot, mate. Just pass. All right, another highlight, starting with Bogle's throw-in. Suisi to Garner. He goes across for Pavlovic. I know there's a lot of people in Discord expecting big things from Pavlovic this season. If you're not in the Discord group, actually, there is a link to that as well in the description. I think I've said before, I sort of post like sort of stuff that I will sometimes forget to mention, or isn't really worth mentioning in this, but sort of stuff that's happening in the games, like who's getting called up for international games. I'll post the lineups for the episodes game, so you can see those beforehand. Just things like that. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy the interaction with you guys on there. So if something you're interested in, it's the link for that is in the description as well. We've been caught in possession there, and we're 1-0 down. Daniel James. And this season is not going to plan, is it? We'll give it a concentrate, I think. I mean, it was just caught in possession. Bogle. And yeah, I mean, Daniel James did the rest himself. Pickford, very badly exposed. Good finish, but that shouldn't have happened, should it? And Celtic are 1-0 up. It's not the Champions League debut we wanted. Well, not so far anyway. I thought we turned a corner, I'll be honest. In between games there, we looked so good against Leeds. We really, really did. West Ham was okay without being spectacular. Let's say no pressure, since we're looking anxious and nervous there. Hurdle's having a nightmare in midfield. It was disappointing, but if we're already looking nervous and anxious, I don't want to make things any worse. All right, let's go and have a look at this tactically and see what we can do different here. We might just have to call it on Hurdle, I think. So let's get Mabry on. The other option we could look to do here... let me think about this, and I'll edit out my thinking time because it's going to be long. Okay, so we've made a few changes sort of more on this side of things. So we're not going to look for overlaps because I don't remember us getting an overlap that first half. So we're just going to try and play at a higher tempo. We are going to try and just regroup because they are a counter-attacking side effectively. So we're going to just look to regroup, not counter-press them, but we're going to sort of We are going to press them, just not counter press kind of thing. I wonder if we don't need to defend with such width either, so we'll try that and see how we go here. Oh, excuse me. But we need to be better, don't we? Loose pass there. Panzo should pick that up, though. Pavlovic in for Farai. For Ghana. Now we've got the overlap. Look for it now. I know I'm telling you not to. There we go. Panzo's there. Can he get a bit of quality into the box for us? He goes back post. It's there for Ndedi, and Ndedi's head is over the bar, but a more promising start. That's more like it, boys. That's more like it. None of the front three are playing well. Now, you suspect that could be a lack of chances. It's unlikely that all three of them are playing that badly. It's possible, but it's unlikely. There's a good ball down the line for Ndedi. Can he pull a ball back across now? He cuts back, and it's hacked away from him. Taylor comes forward now. Ndedi gets back. They lump it forward. Oh, they're in again here. They're in again. Oh, we've almost been done on the break twice. This is not how I expected this game to go. Ghana gets the corner away. McDonald has it, and that ends the highlight. We're looking fired up, which is good to see, but we're also doing a lot of defending. Podence with the corner. It's a good save from Pickford onto the crossbar. Suisi clears it away, and this is going horribly, horribly wrong. I tell you what, I'd take a draw at this point, and Pickford's having a nightmare as well. What is wrong with us this season, boys? Alright. Show some passion. I mean, Pickford, what is that? Oh, that is horrible. It's like he hasn't decided if he wants to catch it or tap it over the bar, and he just kind of flipped it over his head. All right, nothing is working here, so we need a dramatic rethink. So let's go like this. Let's bring Nasari on for Ndedi. Let's bring Dan on for Hudson-Odoi. Let's push Nasari forward. Or is Dan better in there, I wonder? Dan's probably better in there, isn't he? Nasari, we want you as an advanced forward. Let's just get Vassi as a poacher. And maybe a shadow striker. That's very attacking, but we need to get ourselves back into this game, don't we? All right, let's do that. I can't believe how bad we're playing. It's unbelievable. Let's go and put pressure on them high up the pitch. We might as well get stuck in. I mean, we've got absolutely nothing to lose other than a red card, I suppose. But all right, let's see if this can get us going. Get creative, boys. Come on. This is so disappointing. All right, come on. If we can get one, we can get two and maybe rescue a point here. Nasari with a knockdown. Ghana's there. It's cleared away to nobody. We're going to get there, are we? Yes, we are with Suisi. To Pavlovic. He gets it wide for Panzo. Can he get across into the box? There it is. It's headed away. It's in. Oh, it's off the bar. Off the bar. We saw Rambleston hit the bar in the game against Spurs, and now we've hit the bar again. I think it was Dan. I missed who it was in the game against Celtic. But this game is gone. Yes, it's away from home. But we need to get our fingers out of our backsides very, very quickly here, because this has been not a good start to the season. We'll have to have a team meeting after this. I mean, you look at the goals we conceded. We gave them the first one by getting caught in possession. Here we go again. And Pickford's thrown one in the net for us the second. So it's not... And he's done it again. I don't think it's been a 3-0 game, but we have been absolutely embarrassed on our Champions League debut. I mean, go and win the ball, you fucking idiot, Pavlovich. Come on, now I've got to edit out a swear word too. Unbelievable. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. Aggressive. You're in training tomorrow. So poor finishing cost Brentford dear in surprise defeat. Yeah, Pickford, and most of that fury's at you idiot. Oh. Well, that needless to say, did not go to plan. This season is not going to plan. Yeah. Well, maybe if we get sacked, we'll be able to get the Villa job sooner. maybe they'll take us if we're sacked. But anyway, I'm really sorry, guys. That was an absolute disaster. Juventus has beaten Hertha Berlin as well. You'd expect that, though. But goal difference is destroyed, and yeah, I'm open to suggestions. 3 games in a row without a goal, and it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. We'll be back next time. Oh, well, what can go wrong? We're playing Juventus at home. Perfect. And we'll also be playing Leicester away in the Premier League. We've got a couple of games between now and then. Yeah. If you've enjoyed this for whatever reason, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you next time. Take care.